So this is the Oukitel WP60 and it looks like it could survive basically anything. But at a cost of between 280 and 300 quid, the internals don't exactly scream powerhouse. So is the Oukitel WP60 a rugged phone worth buying, or does it lean more on these kind of Bumblebee Transformers kind of aesthetics? So let's find out. So let's start with what Oukitel clearly want you to notice first, and that's this design. This thing looks serious. Big metal accents, exposed screws and aggressive lines. It's the kind of phone that screams durability, and to be fair, it is properly rugged. You've got the usual IP68, IP69K ratings, so water and dust resistance are genuinely here. And this phone is absolutely massive. And one thing to note with this yellow bit on the back, it just feels like a plastic material instead of the sort of rubber or metal material that you'll find on other rugged devices. So that's just something to bear in mind, but God, does this thing look cool. And this phone is also absolutely massive with its chunky frame. This is not a subtle device. It's thick, it's heavy, and you feel it immediately. This isn't something that you forget that's in your pocket, but this is where my personal issues with this phone begin. Now, I think the phone has nailed the aesthetics. It's nailed the sort of industrial look. But when you look at the internals, this is where it does take a considerable step back. So let's start by talking about that massive 7.2 inch display. Now on paper, 7.2 inches sounds fantastic. Loads of screen real estate, great for media, maps and multitasking. But it's only 720p resolution. And on this large display, 720p just isn't that sharp. Text isn't as crisp as you'd expect at 300 quid, and if you're used to 1080p panels, which most phones in this price range offer, you will notice the difference. It's usable, fine for YouTube of course, fine for scrolling, but it doesn't feel too impressive, and that's the kind of the theme with this phone. Big presence, modest execution. It is, however, 120 Hz, which is of course a nice thing to have, and you can switch it between 60, 90 and 120 Hz. Overall, it's not a terrible display. It is perfectly usable, at least I've found. But of course, having that 720p on a 7.2 inch canvas, yeah, it's not great, but yeah, obviously for some people, it'll be absolutely fine. And of course, you get the usual mahoosive bezels around the outside, which you just get that on rugged phones anyway. And when it comes to performance, you're getting a MediaTek Dimensity 7025 processor. This is a pretty capable mid-range chip. You get 5G connectivity. For basic things like social media, watching videos, a bit of light gaming, you'll be absolutely fine, but don't expect massive performance when it comes to this phone. Overall, it's not a performance-focused device. Push it with heavier games, loads of multitasking or more demanding apps, and you will start to see its limits. It's not slow, but it's just not impressive either. And at around 300 quid, you can absolutely find phones with sharper displays and stronger performance. And then when it comes to software, it's a fairly clean version of Android with a few rugged style additions and utility features. Nothing offensive, nothing groundbreaking, it just feels safe. And paired with that performance, you get 8 gigs of RAM, and you've got that usual like memory expansion thing, which how effective it really is, I don't know. I don't think it's quite the same as having 16 gigs of actual RAM or 24 gigs of actual RAM on your phone, but the option's there if you want to use it. And then when it comes to software, like I said, it's just a stock version of Android. And then when it comes to software updates, we are running Android 15, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, Android 15 with a December 2025 security patch. So it's not the most up-to-date in terms of software versions and security patches and what updates it's going to get. To be honest with you, I couldn't tell you. It may get one major one if you're lucky, but yeah, that's the overall software experience. It's all right, but it's not my favorite. And just a quick one, if you are enjoying this video and appreciate reviews where I don't just read from a spec sheet list, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. I've got more budget and mid-range phone and tablet videos on my channel, including some more rugged devices. If you're interested in those, drop a sub on the channel. Let's get back to the video. Now, one area where rugged phones usually do pretty well, and that's in the battery life, and the Oukitel WP60 definitely fits in that category. The WP60 packs a large 10,000 mAh battery, and combined with that 720p display and mid-range chip, efficiency is actually pretty solid. You can comfortably get a couple of days of pretty moderate use, possibly more depending on your usage. Charging isn't anything groundbreaking, it's just 33 watts, but it's absolutely fine. Not class leading, not painfully slow either, just acceptable for this category. Again, that's very much on theme really with this phone overall. But of course, 10,000 milliamp hours, there are just regular smartphones now that are coming out with 10,000 milliamp hour batteries, which are going to be improving in performance, cameras, screen, sometimes having that rugged durability, bits and bobs. So yeah, it's not as niche as it used to be. And then let's quickly, very quickly, talk about the cameras on this phone. And I say quickly because people buying these phones aren't buying them for the cameras. So on the back, you get a 108 megapixel main camera, and that's backed with an 8 megapixel night vision camera, and then just a basic 2 megapixel depth sensor. Photos coming from this phone are alright in good lighting, colours are okay, nothing that will blow you away. Low light is predictably average, and this is where the aesthetic versus substance conversation really hits. The camera module, of course, looks aggressive and premium, but the output is very much mid-range. Here's a few more photos and video samples coming from this phone. Video topping out at 2K from that main camera and 1080p from the selfie camera. Let me know what you think. So this is just some selfie camera video coming from the Oukitel WP60, topping out at 1080p. Let me know what you think of this video quality, and let me know what you think of this video so far. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And this is a sample of the 2K resolution video coming from the main camera of this WP60. Again, let me know what you think of the video quality down in the comments. So that, in a nutshell, is the Oukitel WP60. It's tough, it's bold, and it's built to survive, but it's just not built to dominate. If durability is your priority, this one definitely makes sense. But one thing, and the only thing I will say, is just consider other options on the market. Let me know what you think of this phone and this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.